Dr. Ravi Upadhyay with us. Dr. Ravi Upadhyay is a distinguished professor and head of Department of Botany at Govt Narmada College, Narmadapuram, Madhya Pradesh. His expertise lies in plant taxonomy, ethnobotany, biodiversity conservation, and phytochemical research. He is an active member in the preparation of RET species of Madhya Pradesh, the Task Force on Conservation of Riparian Zone of River Narmada, and local advisory committee member of Satpura Reserve, Tiger Reserve. Dr. Upadhyay holds key academic and administrative roles, including co-coordinator of the World Bank Project, coordinator of RUSA, and head of IQAC. I invite him for his talk on natural heritage of Central Narmada Valley.
नमामि देवी नर्मदे. सबसे पहले मैं आप सबको नमन करता हूँ क्योंकि आई एम स्पीकिंग बिफोर द डॉयंस एंड एक्सपर्ट्स ऑफ बट आई फील माई सेल्फ लाइक ए स्टूडेंट ऑफ biology. A student who has traveled in this central Narmada Valley for last 25 years and seen many plants. Whatever I have seen there, I'm going to present before you. Maybe there may be some errors or maybe, so please correct them. As we can see here, I'm presenting on natural heritage of Central Narmada Valley. The Central Narmada Valley starts after Bheda Ghat in Jabalpur and it extends up to Joya or Joga Fort. Or I have taken this as Central Valley because in this area, Narmada is almost running. It is not a very slopey area because Narmada is divided into 3 zones, as Professor Ota has said. And upper zone, it is hilly and it is very steep. If you see the course of river Narmada, it is very steep and the flow of river Narmada is very, very high there. In this Central Valley, we have flow is very, very slower than upper valley. And after Joga, that is in this Narmada goes again in the steep hilly area and then next in the Gujarat plains. So there are several steps. Narmada comes down with several steps in the Gujarat plains. So in the middle step, we have a cradle-like structure of the valley which has been formed by a rift. It is a rift valley formed by the fault zone between Vindhyan region and Satpura region. So here we can see this. And this site, this Central Narmada Valley is also a rich site for biodiversity as well as various fossil sites. So as Professor Ota has said, that several cultures has passed from this Narmada. And we can see from paleontological period to Pleistocene and then from prehistoric times to historic times and now the present culture. On the whole, we have different types of cultures and different types of structures we can see here. So about the geology, there are several experts and much have been said about the geology or geology of River Narmada and Central Narmada Valley. But still, this Vindhyan region has Gondwana formation which is covered by scrap. And we have sandstone and shale in this Vindhyan region. And similarly, in the Satpura region is very high. Highest point in Vindhyan region is 650 meters, while in Satpura we have about 1340 or 1350 meters height region is at Dhupgarh. Both these regions have different types of rock formations and different type of biodiversity. The rock formation of Vindhya have sandstone covered with scrap. So here we can find mixed forests, mixed deciduous forest, and we have, we can say that a type of forest which is teak forest, I must say. And in Satpura region we have, we have 2 types of forest, moist deciduous and dry deciduous. So in moist deciduous forest, we have trees like bamboo and many evergreen type of trees like jamun and other trees. And In dry deciduous forest, we have mostly terminalias, and these two forests are totally different from other areas. And we also consider it as a connecting bridge between two hotspots of India. One is eastern Himalayan region, and another one is Western Ghats. So this Narmada Valley connects these two regions, two hotspots, and we have which is visible in the flora also. The flora of Sal. Sal has come from Himalaya through eastern region, and this teak, which is known as sagon, this has come from southern Gondwana region, and it has extended up beyond Narmada up to Vindhyan region. So paleontologically, Dr. Sathe has very well explained, and Dr. Chauhan also has explained very well about this region. But still, this region has different types of paleontological sites, and we have also seen many sites while our exploration as a pedestrian or as a student, I must say. So there is a site near Patai, which has about 100 meters area long and about 50 meters area long, which is full of fossils which has yet to be excavated. We have sent this for Madhya Pradesh government, but it was all in vain. So I request Professor Ota and Professor Sathe to come in that site and see which type of fossils are found there. And then this site is rich in, we see that in upper region we find dinosaur fossils, and again after Bardwani and Dhar and Gujarat region we find dinosaur fossils, but in the middle, this central Narmada Valley, we only find most of the fossils are of mammals and other small animals. And these animals, some are extinct nowadays, we don't see them, which are visible in the rock arts, which I want to show them. I don't know how much I am correct or wrong. You can correct me. So some fossils has like stegodon, which is found here, and we have different types of hippopotamus tires. Equus have been excavated from this region. We have several archaeological as well as paleontological sites here in Dhasi, in Surajkund, near Hatnora, and various places in central Narmada Valley. So here we can see prehistoric dinosaurs, and these dinosaurs are found only in the upper region, not in the central Narmada Valley. We didn't find dinosaurs, but we have different type of mammals and prehistoric human sites here, and plant fossils. Among the plant fossils, we have some pteridophytes, some gymnosperms, but today there are no gymnospermic flora available in Madhya Pradesh. But in Pleistocene area, or in the I must say Triassic period, we find several gymnospermic fossils, and Birbal Sahni Institute of Paleobotany has also excavated many gymnosperms from this area. And we have many pteridophytes in this area. But pteridophytes are thriving very well in this region. We have 105 or more species of pteridophytes and ferns. And we have three ferns in this area in the Satpura region. One is Scythia gigantea, which is the highest fern which is found in this region. And second is Scythia spinulosa. This is a bit smaller fern. People or the tribals near Pachmari, they sell this fronds of this plant and the stem of this plant as jatamasi for hair growth. And one endemic species is Alsophila balkrishnai, which is found only in this area. It is not found in any place in the whole world. So this is endemic to this area in Satpura region. Now, as I have said, that we can see different types of elephant. The evolution of elephant can be seen in this central Narmada Valley. We have stegodon, we have elephas, and different species of elephant, which can be identified by the hump as well as their tusk, the shape of the tusk, because stegodon has a long tusk, while today the elephas have smaller tusks. And this hexaprotodon, which was found in Hoshangabad district, this is also, I think it was known because this is a type of hippopotamus. We don't find hippopotamus here, but a painting of hippopotamus can be seen in Bhimbetka. So this supports this archaeological site, or I must say paleontological site, with these paintings. We have, as Dr. Sathe has already said about this Hatnora site and humanoid skull. I don't want to. We have many angiospermic plants or angiospermic fossils from this area. One is Glossopteris. Glossopteris is very common in Gondwana fossils, and eucalyptus is found in the upper Pleistocene area, and some palm fossils were also recovered from Raisen districts. So now I want to say something about this Adamgarh hill forest or Adamgarh rock paintings. In Adamgarh, I have seen that they are beautiful paintings, and they have painted it very beautifully. We can see here a cheetal, here cheetal painted with spots on it, and here you can observe the elephant here. The tusks are long, but the height of elephant is not so much. So there is one species of elephant which was not of much height but with long tusks, which was excavated in this area. So this is depicted in this Adamgarh painting here, and the foot of this elephant is also very peculiarly shown here. So this also shows something. Next is a painting of giraffe in rock shelter number 10 at Adamgarh. It is not, I don't know whether it is giraffe or not, but a Shivatherium or Shivatherium-like animal has been excavated from this Shivalik areas. So it represents something like that Shivatherium. A similar painting of giraffe-like animal is painted near Baitul in this a rock shelter in Baitul. So it supports that some giraffe-like animals also roamed in this area. And next I want to show this animal, this Dr. Sathe has also shown, a very clear-cut painting of this Arush, I must say, this Bos Namadicus, which is this painting is seen in rock shelter number 10 at Adamgarh. It is very clear painting, but it is faded painting. But we can see here in this Arush animal must have this Arush have become extinct last 4,000 years back, because this Arush animal figures are seen in Mesopotamian civilization also. And river Narmada is the only river which is perennial, and it is not fed by any glacier. We have different aquifers in this area, and most of the people in this area, they revere these aquifers and they name it as Siddha Baba. So I have discovered about 65 Siddha Babas in this area. But we find more these aquifers in Satpura region rather than Vindhya region. Maybe because of this type of sandstone, the sandstone which is more coarse in Satpura region than in Vindhyan region. So we have different types of, and we have also two geysers or aquifers with hot water springs. Two geysers are found one is Choti Anhoni in Hoshangabad district, and another one is Badi Anhoni. And the temperature of water there is 64 to 65 degrees centigrade. And at Choti Anhoni we have some 42 sites, 42 aquifers, small to big 42 aquifers. And in Badi Anhoni we have about 30 aquifers. And all are of hot water springs. So these are also revered in this area. Badi Anhoni and Choti Anhoni. In Choti Anhoni, the water is, we call it Anhoni because if you lit a matchstick and keep near water, the water will burn. So here is a place where you can see water burning there. Water burns with blue flame. Next, this catchment area, we have different types. These catchment areas, these aquifers, they form small tributaries, and they come into about 41 tributaries. Among these main tributaries in left and right bank, among the left bank tributaries, Tava is a major tributary, which is flowing in this area. And other small tributaries are Shakkar, and then we have Sher, Shakkar, Dudhi, from where different archaeological sites and paleontological sites is discovered. And in upper Vindhyan region, we have Barna. Barna is the main river. Then Kolar river is there. These are the and Hiran river, which are the main tributaries of river Narmada, which is filling this Narmada, making it more perennial. And in this region also, we have some historical sites. Many historical sites are there. At Pili Karar, we have a place, Dr. Ota must be knowing that. We have a site of Mauryan site where Ashokan pillar has been discovered. And there are several, 24 to 25 stupas are there. And next we have Gupta period site near Nadaner. Nadaner we have Gupta period site in Hoshangabad district only. And we have some sites of later are historical sites of Parmar period. And in this area, we have also discovered a Jhinjhini Mahal in Satpura Tiger Reserve, which belongs to Rashtrakuta period. Now about the forest, we can see. The Vindhyan forest is totally dry deciduous, as you can see from here in the photograph. In dry deciduous forest and mixed deciduous forest, we have a mixed vegetation. Mostly terminalias are there. And we have different species of terminalia and different species. And in this region, we have about 300 to 400 species of plants which are medicinal, have traditional importance in traditional medicines. And we have created 3 medicinal plant conservation areas in these places. 2 medicinal plant conservation, one Bhaisamuda in Narsinghpur district, another one is Pakka Parsha, a medicinal plant conservation area in Sihor district, and Panar Pani, a very big medicinal plant conservation area. We have considered about 500 species of medicinal plants there. We have done in situ conservation of medicinal plants in these areas. So these 3 areas we have in situ conservation of medicinal plants. And these areas also are rich in tannin, dye, and gums and resin yielding plants. People collect different types of gums, different types of resins, different types of dyes. And we have extracted dyes from 75 species of plants from Vindhyan region. And these dyes, one you may be knowing or not knowing, this teak leaf yields a very good dye, a red color dye. And it is this dye, when we use a mordant like calcium or copper sulfate, this dye fixes on the cloth, in the cotton cloth very well. And even this dye paints a red color. This is extracted from teak plant or teak leaf. And as Sir has said that Palash tree, we yield different shades of yellow dyes. We yield orange, we yield yellow, and different shades of yellow, because by just changing the temperature of the temperature and pH of the this dye content, the dye color changes, or the shades of the dyes changes. In Satpura, we have moist deciduous forest full of, there is rich diversity in Satpura. And at Mahadev Pahadi in Satpura, we have a good dividing line between 2 forests. It is a dividing line between a teak and a sal forest. 2 different types of forest come and meet at this place. And this shows the 2 different plates, or 2 different, a Gondwana plate and a Eurasian plate. The Eurasian plate has brought the sal, and this sal survives on completely on shale. And teak, this survives on scrap. So where there is a scrap forest, or scrap, or I must say that a scrap area is there, we find more teak. And where there is shale, we find sal forest. But sal forest is not rich in biodiversity, while mixed moist deciduous and mixed deciduous forests are rich in biodiversity. They have both good flora and fauna. And about the agriculture, this area is rich in agriculture because we have a broad valley of 45 to 65 kilometers, this Narmada Valley, and several types of crops are grown here. And we are also seeing in last 20 years, the cropping pattern is also changing there because, as Sir Modding has said, because of overuse or mismanagement of water, I must say, because water is available in plenty in this area, and we have a Tawa canal system. So this Hoshangabad, Narsinghpur, and these areas have, and Sihor has a very best quality of wheat. We call it as Sharbati wheat. It is famous in India, and from Gadarwada and Piparia region we have the tuar dal. Best quality tuar dal is formed from this Gadarwada and this region. And apart from this, now people have started growing moong fasal, that is green gram, and it is growing in Zayad period from May and June. So Kharif crop, after Kharif, now they are also taking 2 paddy crops because of plenty of water. So this is destabilizing the ecosystem also, and also this is destabilizing the pattern of vegetation nearby, because this paddy crop, it brings about different types of weeds along with it. So several types of weeds have come in this area which were not present before 20 years. 20 years back, these weeds were not present, but now we find different types of, we have Alternanthera philoxeroides, which is an alien weed which has come in this area, which was not found prior to 20 years back. And this, about the biodiversity, I must say, we have about 1,450 species of angiosperms in this area, about 105 to 110 species of pteridophytes, about 12 species of gymnosperm, but these gymnosperms are not of original Madhya Pradesh. They have been planted in this area. They don't belong to the Madhya Pradesh at all. They have been planted during the British period. And we have about 100 species of bryophytes and mosses, which are very small plants. Apart from this, we have a rich flora and rich fauna. We have about 65 species of mammals and about more than 50 species of reptiles which are present in this area. And we have and more than 250 species of birds are present in this area. Among these birds, 100 species are residential, 150 species are migratory. They come either from Siberia, Himalaya, Tibet, and from South India, or South Africa also. Falcons, koel, and koel comes from South Africa. Falcons come from South Africa, and they travel this area and they go up to Japan. So while going to Japan and returning it, 2 times they visit this Narmada Valley, and they can be spotted from October to March period. We can spot different migratory birds in this area. Then we have some rare birds also in this area, some endemic birds, and one of the beautiful bird, which is known as, which is the state bird of Madhya Pradesh, a paradise flycatcher. This is also found here. In the next slide, I'm showing the animal diversity. You can see here a very good diversity of animals. We find gaur. So this gaur, it is also found in the fossils, but equus, people say that equus we can see, we don't find equus now, but we have different species of deers and antelopes. Apart from this, we have some arboreal mammals which are present here. These arboreal mammals are present because of different types of ficus species. There are about 40 species of ficus plants found in this area. And these all ficus species, that is bargar, peepal, gular, chota gular, and one endemic species, that is Ficus capulata. This is also found only in the central Narmada Valley. It is endemic to central Narmada Valley. It is not found. And one species of jasmine, Jasminum barbipetuolatum, is also endemic to this central Narmada Valley. So we have different endemic species also found in the central Narmada Valley, which makes it more important to be conserved. And among the mammals, in these arboreal mammals, we can see the flying squirrel, which is nocturnal actually, and it can be seen only during nights or in the evening hours. You can see that in Churna and Bori. And this giant squirrel is also found very much in Satpura region. And this giant squirrel is different from the squirrel found in, it is a ecological morph, I must say. It is different from the species which is found in the eastern area and Western Ghats. This species of giant squirrel, Ratufa indica centralis. This Ratufa indica centralis species of giant squirrel is only found in central Madhya Pradesh, I must say. And we have palm civet, which also lives on the arboreal region of the trees. And 3 types of squirrels, normal squirrels, are found here. And one species, that is tree shrew. It also looks like a squirrel, but it's not a squirrel. It is a shrew. It lives on the trees and looks like a shrew here. Here are the birds which are some common birds, or I must say some migratory birds also, which are seen in Narmada. These are photographed from the Narmadas. But among these, the important I must say, are the different types of cranes. Cranes are becoming slowly, they are becoming rare because of the loss of habitats in this area, because more mining has come up, and the riparian areas of this Narmada even riparian area and floodplains of this Narmada are being overexploited for agriculture nowadays. People are overexploiting, even gone up to these floodplains in this area. So we have Saras cranes, we have painted stork, we have black neck stork, we have woolly neck stork. So different types of storks are there. And one rare bird, one is pitta. I must say, small bird here. This is Indian pitta, is also very seen here. And we call it a papiha. Papiha, it comes from South Africa. It is a migratory bird in this area. It comes during monsoon area. This koyal and papiha are the 2 birds which come during monsoon season from Africa and go back in winter season. So you don't hear any sounds of koyal or papiha in winter seasons. You can hear only during monsoon season or in summer seasons. So summers are very hot in Africa, so they travel from Africa to India. And we have different types of insects. We have discovered about 150 species of butterflies in this area. And we have 3 different types of moths, or must say silk moths. One is common silk moth, that is Bombus morai. And another one is tussar silk moth. And third one is airy silk moth. Airy silk moth, it thrives on the plants of Resinus communis. We call it as Arandi or Andi resinous plant. While tussar silk moth, it survives on sal and terminalia. And this Bombax morai species, it survives on Morus alba. Morus alba and Morus indica. So silk rearing has come up very, very much in Hoshangabad district, and they are growing silkworms in this area. Then we have different types of wild fruits. Different types of wild fruits. They are still being sold sometimes in the common markets, and you can see here the fruits like Semicarpus anacardium, like tendu, and many different types of corms are extracted. They are of Dicoria species. We have bulbs and corms of Dicoria species. About 6 species of Dicorias are found in this area. So this area is even the forest forest is rich. So three things they support the biodiversity. It is if there is a availability of fruits, availability of grass, and availability of gums, because these primates, they eat gums and resins also along with these fruits, and while this herbivore depends totally upon the grass. If there is if grass meadow is available, so you can have tigers also in this area. But the last lion, it is supposed that lion was also found in this area, and last lion was killed 200 years back. We find some mentions in Tuzuke Babari. Tuzuke Babari gives a very good account of this Narmada Valley also, because Babar says that he didn't enter this Narmada Valley because there were many rhinoceros. And he writes that once one rhinoceros hit their horseman, such that horseman was lifted up to about 20 feet in height. And so this rhinoceros were very powerful, so they have to fight with this rhinoceros, so they didn't enter this Narmada Valley, and they traveled directly to Bengal. And another account he gives about the lions and elephants which were sold in this Narmada Valley. So three historical accounts are found in Tuzuke Babari, that elephants were also roaming commonly in this Narmada Valley, and there were rhinoceros in this Narmada Valley. We have different types of beautiful flowers in this area, wild flowers. These are all wild flowers. They are very, very beautiful in this area. And we have collected about 35 species of orchids. Among them, mostly are terrestrial and few are epiphytic. So mostly orchids are either found in eastern India or Western Ghats. But this Narmada Valley also supports different types of orchids. So this again supports the theory of this forming a bridge between Western Ghats and East Assam. Because two types of orchids, the species which are found in eastern region and species which are found in Western Ghats can be seen at this Central Narmada Valley. So here we can see different types of ground orchids. These are all ground orchids. And these are some beautiful plants you must have seen here. One is Gloriosa superba, which is a very good source of colchicine. And it is a poison, but it is very, very, very much used in gout and many different types of diseases which are related with the pain. And we have different types of timber. Main timber in this region is Tectona grandis, that is teak, and in small amount we have sal. But sal is not found in this Central Narmada Valley. Sal is found in Chhindwara and Pachmari region only, because sal does not survive on this Vindhyan or sandstone-like belt. It survives on shale. Apart from this, we have different types of terminalia and Haldina cordifolia and various types of other timbers. We call it as satkatha. So all different good timbers are found, or very best quality of teak which is found in the Bori region in this area. I must say it is one of the best teak in the world, which is found in the Central Narmada Valley. Then some plants which support the livelihood of the tribals. We have these two important plants. One is khakra. It is known as palash. It is also known as teshu, and different languages. And another one is mahua. Mahua supports the tribal life, and no tribal cuts this mahua tree because it is related with their livelihood. Another important tree which is found in Vindhyan region is Boswellia serrata. This Boswellia serrata plant yields a resin, and this resin is known as shallaki in Sanskrit, and this is very much used by Amway, and this is now being used in medicine, and it is used for arthritis, gout, and various diseases. It is prescribed for various diseases, this resin of shallaki. Mahua supports different types of epiphytes and parasitic plants in this region. While About the livelihood of mahua flower, they produce liquor from this mahua. They eat mahua, they keep it for the, and one grass that is known as kodo, Paspalum scorbiculatum. It is a famine food, I must say, because the seed of Paspalum scorbiculatum, it has viability even after 100 years. If you store the seed for 100 years, the viability of the seed does not go. It can be again sprout after 100 to 150 years. So people or tribal people who are in this region, they keep or they store this kodo seeds for the famine periods, I must say. Khakra, the flower, the gum, the resin is important, and even the root. One species is Butea superba. Nowadays, Butea superba roots are extracted for Chinese medicine. It is used in aphrodisiac. So, all the khakra, this Butea superba is facing, and it is vulnerable because people are cutting this plant for the roots. If you remove the roots, the whole species is gone. So, this khakra or palash is a very important plant here for survival for the tribals here. And we have some critically endangered plants. Here I have shown this highest tree fern here. This is a tree fern found in this central Narmada valley. It is Scythia gigantea. And near this Scythia gigantea, we have another small tree fern that is Scythia spinosa. Only difference is that in Scythia spinosa you find spines, and Scythia gigantea we don't have spines. Both are tree ferns, and we have some a very rare plant, I must say, Psilotum. For this Psilotum, this plant is surviving from, I must say, from Paleolithic period to today in this area. It is an old plant, only species Psilotum, which has survived a long history of a long time. So this is the Psilotum here. You can see it survives on the cervixes of rocks. And another species is, the people sell here, it is a bun lesson, they call it. It is Isoetis. It is an aquatic plant, Isoetis. We have three to four species of Isoetis. This Isoetis, the seeds of, there are spores in this lesson, and these spores are used in warding of evil, and they are also used in tabiz by these tribals, and even Muslim people, they also keep these seeds in this tabiz. And these are very critically endangered plants because they have become very, very rare in India also. And we have, along the river Narmada beds, you have different types of Rixia. These are small plants, neglected plants, but they are very small, and they are found throughout the year in this central Narmada valley. Small, different species. Some species are so small that they are about 1 to 2 mm broad. Now beware of these plants. If you come to central Narmada valley, you must be beware of this plant. We have some plants which have stinging cells. As if you touch these plants, you will feel the sensation like a scorpion or a sting of a insect. So, and there is one Kemach they must be doing. This is it causes irritation. And Sterculia urens, as the name suggests, urens means as you touch the fruits of this Sterculia, it gives a current shock like thing, and it gives a sting which will last about 2 to 3 hours for you. It will be very painful if you touch these plants. But fine thing is that some plants which are antidote for this are also found near these plants. If you touch these plants, you just go around and touch the leaves nearby. So the sting of the power or the poison of that plant is relieved, and you get the antidote for it. So we are searching for those plants, and we are still in research that if you can, what is that antidote which is making the poison null? Because these plants have small injection-like spines which they insert in our body, and they cause a severe pain. And these are the tribal groups. We have 4 tribal groups in area. In the Vindhyan region, we have 2 tribal groups, that is Bhil and Bhilala. In Satpura region, we have two tribal groups, or rather three. The third one, I don't consider them as tribal because these were termed as scheduled tribe, and now they are Bhariyas. Now people are they are settled in Patalkot area. Actually, Bhariyas are the people who have come from South India or Maharashtra, and Britishers they carried with this they followed these Britishers because they used to carry their loads and their weapons. So since they used to carry their weapons and loads, these people were known as Bhariyas. So Britishers settled these people in Chhindwara region. So now they have been called a scheduled, they have been defined as scheduled tribe, and lots of foreign fund is coming on the name of Bhariyas in the Chhindwara region. But the main tribes in Satpura region is Govt and Korku. Govt tribe has come from South India, and they have affinities with the tribals of Telangana or Andhra Pradesh, because many words which these Koya people in Telangana or Andhra Pradesh, the language they speak, the Koya language, is similar to the language of Gonds in Madhya Pradesh. And since the Gonds don't have their inscription how to write, they don't know how, but this language is surviving only orally there. But some old scripts in the form of wooden documents are stored by these gods. Some inscription like things, they look something like of Brahmi, I don't know, which is Dr. Hota must be knowing very well. And they revere those wooden blocks as their gods. These gods, they revere the trees. They have their totems, and they have their gotras from these trees also. Several gotras are from plants. And as our sir has saying that even today, several nomadic tribes come from Kathiawar, Rajasthan to central Narmada Valley, carrying their goats, their sheep, and their camels, and they every year this pattern is followed every year. They coming to the central Narmada Valley and and they go back. So most probably this tradition is followed from years to year. And this one, a tribal I have seen here, he is holding the stems of Chloroxylon swietania. This Chloroxylon swietania tree, it is, I must say, insecticidal, because it wards off all the caterpillars from the fields. So these tribals, they are just cutting these twigs of Chloroxylon swietania, and they are planting in between the paddy fields. If you plant this Chloroxylon swietania in these paddy fields, they ward off all the insects present in this area, because it has a type of pungent smell, and this smell repels all the insects. So, and especially Gandhi bug, which is a menace for rice fields. So this Gandhi bug is ward off by this Chloroxylon swietania. So, and we have two plants which are very much revered in this area. One is one species, they call it as suaruk. They make a cot of this plant of suaruk. That plant is Dillania pentagyna. This Dillania pentagyna tree has a power of relieving all the pains. If you just sleep on the cot of Dillania pentagyna, most of the muscular pains are relieved. It has been experienced by me also. And another plant, we have two plants which have the capability of joining the meat, you can say. If you cut the meat into pieces and place that meat in the leaf, within 4 to 5 hours, these meat pieces will be rejoined. So these plants, this is Cordia, the tree is Cordia macleodii. This Cordia macleodii tree has a specific power of healing the wounds. Just if you powder the leaves of this Cordia macleodii and if it is placed on the wounds, And we have made the case study of different cattle and even people who have suffered the wounds, that they got relieved within 1 week without any antibiotic. So they have such a power. So here I have shown some medicinal plants. These people are collecting mahua and different types of fuel wood. They are collecting from this area. They collect different types of leaves. Leaves of khakra, that is butia, leaves of sal, and leaves of Bauhinia vahilii. These 3 leaves are used as paper plates. They are very much sold in the market as paper plates. And we have Shankh-pushpi here we have seen. It is a very common plant. Maybe here you also you must be having it. Shankh-pushpi, now a Megamind 2 Plus and various medicines are prepared because it is a memory booster. And it has been certified by CDFRA also, this Shankh-pushpi. Now this is the rich tradition, the only river which is revered, I must say, as sacred river, River Narmada, Ma Narmada. We call Narmade Har. Har means everything is relieved. Give everything to River Narmada and you are relieved from all bondages. So you have different temples around, as Sir has said. I have shown some old historical temples which are found in this area, in ancient temples which are from Gupta period, some are from Parmara period and different areas. They are Nemavar, Handia. Then we have I have also shown here Omkareshwar Mandhata temple here. So even then, even we have 2 sites. Sir, one is many temples are being ruined. Temples are found in Raisen, Sihor, and other areas also, which still needs to be dated. I think I must. And this is Narmada River, which in flooding during the floods, it causes havoc in the central Narmada Valley. Every year in the month of late August and first week of September, there is a recurrence of flood in the central Narmada Valley. And this one of our colleagues was asking how much water should be released. So in 1913, just water was released from, at the same time, water was released from 3 dams. One is Bargi, another one was Tawa, and third one was Kola. And it caused devastating area. It has flooded all the Hoshangabad district, all the Sihor district within 3 or 4 days. The flood kept for 1 week in that area. So every year this brings alluvial soil, and it is different types of deposits are deposited every year by year in this area. And we have one temple in Hoshangabad. We call it as Chikna Mahadev or Kala Mahadev. And people say that every year Narmada touches the feet of Kala Mahadev only, then only the year starts on. So this is a common recurrence that at least once a while this Narmada floods in this area and rises up to 60 feet also and touches the feet of this Kala Mahadev temple. Now there are some challenges. There are different types of challenges. First and foremost, I must say, is deforestation and habitat loss, which is disturbing this natural heritage as well as biodiversity. Then we have pollutions. Although pollution is not so much in this area, but the pollution is because of agriculture. The people have started using different types of insecticides, pesticides, and these insecticides and pesticides are washed away in this Narmada, and they are causing the loss of fishes and aquatic life. The Mahashir population of Narmada is very much reduced in this area. Previously, we used to get Mahashir fish, which is a symbol of Narmada in central Narmada Valley. But now, we seldom find this Mahashir fish in this area. And another one is of turtle species. We call it as patal in this area. Turtle is also vanishing from this area because of this excessive use of pesticides and insecticides. Then the flow of dam should be regulated in this area. This is another challenge. And illegal sand mining is going on, which we cannot stop. And this sand mining has gone even in the riverbeds. They are mining the riverbeds also. This is also a very, very great challenge. Third is eutrophication, because although there are not so many big cities, but small towns, they have also they have opened their domestic sewages in River Narmada. So these domestic sewages cause eutrophication. And overuse of fertilizers like urea also is responsible for eutrophication. And every 8 years we see there is a growth of some excessive weed. First it was azolla. Next, after 8 years, we saw it was Pistia stratoides. And most probably now it may be Eichhornia. Then we have overexploitation of floodplains also. The people are overexploiting the floodplains. Previously they used to only cultivate cucurbits in this area, but now they have shifted from cucurbits to all the Solanaceae family members like tomatoes, potatoes. All the vegetables are cultivated throughout the year in these floodplains. Then we have receding water tables because overexploitation of groundwater is there. People are mismanagement of water is there. Those who are having money, they are good landlords, or jamindari system is prevalent here. And people are having about 90 to 80 acres of land. One person is having 90 acres of land. It's common in this area. And those people, they are also misusing the groundwater in this area. Now, what can be there? So, conservation, I must say, the conservation efforts should be started from the beginning, because river is fed from the aquifers. So, we have to first conserve the aquifers, which are the originating source of River Narmada. Those areas should be planted green, and the more the trees are planted near the aquifers, the more we get the water throughout the year. Then conservation of forest and restoration of riparian zone. We have started this one by Jan Abhiyan Parshad in this area. We have started riparian zone. As a pilot project, we have started in Hoshangabad district. Next, we are going for Sihor and Raisen district also, by restoring the riparian zone by planting those trees which can survive on river course. And we must encourage the farmers. There is a need for education and sensitizing the farmers for organic farming. More and more organic farming may be encouraged in this area. Then surface water and groundwater recharge has to be increased. Innovation of use of suitable and better profitable measures, and we can improve the tourism also. Not tourism, we must promote here. There are several eco-tourist points in this area which should be promoted. And government also has to take some initiatives also. And afforestation programs have to be launched, because there is a lot of deforestation program is going on. So this, how to save the biodiversity is a challenge. So we have to go for this saving the biodiversity, and we are doing some preparing some people's biodiversity register along with the people. And we have done about 10 panchayats we have done, or 10 gram panchayats. Now we have started from gram panchayats by documenting all the plants, animals, and paleology and paleontology, all the 20 different aspects of biology, I must say, or biodiversity are documented in people's biodiversity register. So thank you. I have taken so much time. Thank you. Okay. Any questions, sir?
Any questions?
Sir.
So when you look at the biodiversity of this entire Narmada stretch,
Yes, sir.
so do you see some difference with the Western Ghat, or it is almost same?
Yeah, no, Western, it is drastically different from Western Ghats. Only few elements of Western Ghats are present. Western Ghats, you have moist deciduous moist evergreen forest. But here we have deciduous forest. All the trees are not evergreen, some are evergreen, some are deciduous. So this is a difference. And in Western Ghats, the rainfall is above 1200 mm. But in this region, the rainfall is below 1200 mm. So the flora is different from this area, vegetation is different from the Western Ghats.
So what do you think the origin of this origin of this biodiversity? If it is not connected with Western Ghat, if it is not connected with other part?
It is connected. It is connected by these two areas. We have the elements of Eastern Ghats also, Western Ghats, and the elements from Eastern Himalayas. Eastern Himalayas are connected through Bengal and Jharkhand, because Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh joins these Michael ranges, these Rajmahal hills and the outcrops, they join these Michael ranges in Satpura and Vindhya region. So there is a continuity of forest. The salt forest has come down from eastern area to this area, and it has restricted up to Pachmari. After Pachmari, you don't find any salt forest. And from Pachmari, you have all this teak forest in this area. So a clear-cut difference is seen. Between the forest of Satpura and forest of Narmada. On the both banks of Narmada, you have different biodiversity. Animals of northern bank, or I must say right bank, or animals of left bank are different. We don't find animals like arboreal animals in northern bank or right bank. But we have more arboreal animals because here we have moist deciduous forest and we have many species of ficus. So ficus supports different types of arboreal species as well as ground flora.
It was very wonderful to see the presentation. Though we move around the region, we never look at those things. But now onwards, I think we have to look at the vegetation and see the difference.
I try to just show by the
it's very
photos
wonderful.
only.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.